Hi everyone, my name is Jasprit Kaur and I'm here to present my presentation. And the topic of my presentation is impact of screen time on young children and brain development. So in today's digital world, all know screen time has become a normal part of young children's daily lives. And from smartphones to tablets and television, children are exposed to screens at every very early age. While technology can offer educational benefits, excessive screen time during early childhood may affect brain development. The first 5 years of life are critical for building neutral connections and experience during the period play a key role in shaping cognitive language and social skills for the children. So this presentation will explore how screen time impacts young children's brain development, including both its positive and negative effects. So first of all, I will explain. The first slide is about introduction. Yeah. So all knows screen time refers to time spent using devices like phone, TV, tablets, smartphones, and computers. And it has become a major part of our life. Not our life, children's daily lives. And early childhood, like 0 to 5 years, is very important age to learn anything for the children. And it's also critical period for brain development for the children. And this presentation explores how screen time affects young children's brains. So if I talk about early brain development, so the brain develop rapidly in the first 5 years, and they make neural connections are formed through experience and introductions. And children also start to positive stimulations like talking, playing, reading, and sports healthy brain growth. And if I talk about the overexposure to screens may interfere with these experiences. So play and communications are very essential for the children. So I'm going to talk about now the positive effects of the screen. Like if I talk about the first positive effect from the screens to the children, so that is educational apps support learning. Like there are a lot of apps which are educational and which is help to children to learn something new, to create something new. And it may be good for the children's brain development, it's matter for their brain development. And they also improve the basic skills like how to talk, how to sing, because they also enjoy the rhymes on the screen. And if I talk about the introduced technology, so made when they use smartphones, technology, TV, and tablets, computers, so they used to know how introduce technology. They may be new knows to in early age how to use the smartphones, televisions, maybe it's benefits for them. And if I talk about the negative impact, so high screen time is linked to reduce white matter development. Like white matter is important for language, literacy, and cognitive skills. And studies show slower brain connectivity in children with excessive screen exposure. So there is a first negative effect is reduced attention span and the less creativity and less physical activity, because if the children spend excessive time lot of time on screens like television, smartphone, tablets, computer, so it gonna be like a less physical activity. They can't be involved in the outsider games or any physical activity which gonna help them to physically fit, because physical exercise or physical activity not for good for only physical, but it also good for brain development, the thinking, how to think. So it's good, but it's bad for their physical activity because they start to spend a lot of time on television, tablets, and screen. And then if I talk about like impact on language development, so children learn language through interaction with adults, and passive screen viewing reduce conversation time, because if children start do the conversation with adults, they learn new words, new sentences. But if they spend a lot of time on the television, on the technology, or on the screen, then there is a lack of a conversation with the adults, less talking with the adults, and then leads to delay speech and smaller vocabulary. And then educational content can help, but only with adult involvement. So many children have a speech delay because they spend a lot of time on screens and they didn't talk with adults, and they don't want to try to learn new words and vocabulary and sentences. That's why they have a speech delay. The next slide is about social skills. So if I'm going to talk about the social skills, so um, the because of using the lot of time on screen, it reduce the less face-to-face interaction between children or between adults, children with adults, and children with another people or another children, and difficulty understanding emotions, because if they don't want to like face-to-face interaction, so how they can learn emotions like a smile, like crying, like the anger, and it's reduce the empathy. And the next slide is behavioral issue, because the children spend a lot of time on the screens, and it also affect their behavioral issue. And they also intention and concentration, because fast paced screen content overstimulate that brain and makes it harder for children to focus on slower real life tasks, and linked to shorter attention spans and increased distractibility. And it also affects their memory and learning, like active play sports memory development, and screen time replace hands-on learning experience. And children may struggle with information retentions, and multitasking on screens reduces deep learning ability. uh, After that, one is I want to share like the sleep disruption. Like if children or kids spend a lot of time on screens, maybe it affect their sleeping time. Blue light from screens affects melatonin productions in children and leads to poor sleep quality and shorter sleep durations. And because sleep is essential for brain growth, like in early age, all people know that sleeping is very necessary or essential for the children, like brain growth and memory consolidations. If I talk about the positive effects, like I'm gonna talk about positive effects, but I didn't add any slide in my presentation. But like positive effects is, one is educational apps can support learning. Yeah, it's true. And interactive content may improve like problem solving skills, and video calls help maintain social connections. And benefits depend on content duration and supervision. Like if the children want to use the screen or a telephone or a smartphone or tablet computer, so maybe there should be a supervisor, or maybe like adult parents, so there should be a supervisor with children. Role of adults. So if adults have to set the limit for the children for screen time, and adults have to encourage them to play, not spend time on a screen or a smartphone or a computer tablets, because they should encourage them to play like physical activity, which is very essential for the brain and physical growth. And adults also encourage them to model good habits, like how much time spent on screen and how much time for play, and which time they have to like eat and sleep. They have to like good, they have to maintain like good habits in among the children. The next slide is recommendations. So I have done with this one, like they have to create a language rich environment for the children, like role of parents and educators, because I'm talk about not for parents only, educators too. And they should engage children in conversation and storytelling, and provide hands-on learning experiences, and model healthy screen habits. They should like these habits or these recommendations are good for children's growth and physically and mentally. And then the last slide is conclusion, because conclusion is very important for whole the presentation, and this is the main, for me this is the main slide of my presentation. So balance is very important in life, we all knows. We should create a balance, maintain a balance between screen time and the physical activity, like for the children. And screen time has both positive and negative effects, all knows. And excessive use can brain develop harm like brain development, so especially in early years. So balance and supervised use is a key, and real life interactions remain essential for healthy development. So it's very necessary for the children. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.